Welcome to Fat Over 40. My name's Miles, and in this episode we're going to look at how I took my lunch from over 1600 calories a day to under 600. Now, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. There's a new film every single Friday, and if you like what you hear, then please give us a thumbs up. But more importantly, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you have for your lunch. Now, every single day, this is what I used to have for my lunch. Being a creature of habit, it was the biggest, largest white roll that I could get my hands on. That was filled with a couple of Cumberland sausages, with lashings of melted cheese and tomato ketchup. Boy, I used to love a sausage sandwich, yeah? That was accompanied with a smaller white roll with seafood mix, crab stick and prawns and stuff, with lashings of mayonnaise and some very healthy cucumber in there. And then, I've got a very, very sweet tooth, so this was always finished off with like a chocolate crunchy crispy bar thing. Some days I'd actually have two of these. Unbelievable. There's like pretty much 300 calories in each bar. That would be washed down with a Coke and always a packet of crisps. One of my favourite there being Monster Munch. You guys in America will have no idea what Monster Munch is, but I suggest you get involved. They're lovely. So, adding all of this up, this lunch on a daily basis came to 1,676 calories. Oh my god, just absolutely horrendous for one particular meal, yeah? Now, as I always say on this channel, you make one change this week and you make one change next week. I've made this change in my lunch, going from what I've just shown you to my daily salad. I've made that over about a year. It's taken me about a year to make sort of small changes and install these different sort of eating habits, I suppose. So I've broken things down into like 3 to 4 phases, yeah? Phase 1 was to move to pack sandwiches. I didn't really care too much about what was in the particular pack sandwiches, but at least that I knew there was some sort of control on my calorie count. So, a cheese-based sandwich, that's 500 calories right there, and a meat-based sandwich. I went from drinking regular Coke to Diet Coke. I even changed things up for like Diet Crisps, corn snacks or whatever they are, and I started to sort of toss some fruit into the mix. And all in all, I took the 1600 calories from my original lunch. This sort of phase 1 took me to just over 1,000 calories, 1,100 calories, which is still a lot for lunch, right? That's it's over half, roughly, of your daily calories if you're on a couple of thousand calories a day, yeah? So that was phase 1. Phase 2, I then started looking at the calories and certainly the fat content within the packet sandwiches, so I started being a bit more selective, and I managed then to get my lunch down. I started introducing like nuts. I read somewhere that nuts were like healthier, so instead of having the crisps, I'd have some nuts. Now they are very calorific. Obviously, we know that they're full of fats, good fats for you. So my lunch, I managed to get that down to like 900 calories if you include a pot of nuts. But without the pot of nuts, with the fruit instead, it was 700 calories. So it's starting to sort of get to the right sort of ballpark, yeah? And then working things through, this is really where I am now. This is a packets of salad. So this is what I generally go to if I'm out on the go and I can't make my lunch, or if I'm out for a number of days. I'll made my lunch for the first day, my packed lunch, but if I don't want to carry like the container around with me for a couple of days, then I'll go to Marks & Spencer's and I'll buy this particular pack, which is under 400 calories for the salad part, and then I'll add some chicken into it. This is barbecue chicken. Half a pack I think is like 90 calories, so I chuck the whole pack in. So all in all, this with water, cutting out the fizzy drinks altogether. That was like phase 2, I cut out the fizzy drinks just for water. But now my go-to will be this pack salad with chicken. That's about 555 calories. Yeah. So we're getting there. We're getting much closer to that sort of 500-ish calories that your lunch should really, if you're on 2,000 calories a day, should really be. Yeah. Now, when it comes to what I do on a daily basis, this is my go-to. This is a homemade salad. I make this up in advance. You can prep most of the stuff. I keep it in the fridge and then I sort of combine it all on a daily basis just to sort of keep it sort of fresh, I suppose. Now in here you've got lettuce, cucumber, avocado. You need to be careful with your avocado. This is a quarter of an avocado. They are good fats and they're great for you, but they are high in calories. Like the average avocado, I've had like about 300 calories in it. So only a quarter of avocado goes in here. 1 boiled egg. Couscous for some carbs, and again not very much indeed, just this sort of portion of couscous, that'll have like 130 odd calories in, so that's where most of the calories are coming from within this. Then there's some beetroot, there's about 30 grams worth of feta cheese, and there's 100 grams worth of turkey breast. Yeah. So all in all, this healthy homemade lunch is 569 calories. So it took me, like I say, it took me like over a year, I think, to move from my feast of a lunch, 1600 calories, to my very sensible, healthy lunch of just under 600 calories. Yeah, so, you know, I'm a huge advocate in making small changes, and a couple of weeks ago when I bought my old lunch, I had like 1 bite of that that sausage bap, and I left the rest. Yeah, it really didn't taste as good as I had remembered, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. I didn't even eat the crisps, and I didn't eat the Coke either, but I did eat the chocolate bar. I couldn't resist, it was bloody lovely. Right, so there we go. The next sort of part of my lunch journey is really understanding macros a little bit more. I mean, I need to look at macros for my diet in general. But look, you know, this is just one part of my day, my lunch. I've gone from 1676 calories on a daily basis down to under 600 calories. If I'm out and about, it's 555, and if I'm able to prep, then it's 569 calories. You know, give or take a few calories. Yeah, and it's a good balance between my fats and my proteins and my carbs. Yeah. So don't be afraid to make small changes over a long period. Even if you just sort of substitute one of your sort of naughty bad things within your lunch, and then in, you know, when you feel comfortable in a few weeks or even a few months, then substitute something else and keep sort of swapping things in and out until you find yourself in a good place. The more you really look at things, you know, the more you're aware of the amount of calories and the amount of fats, especially the sat fats, the bad sat fats that you're putting into your body, you know, you want to change things and you want to sort of narrow things down until you get to a good place. So I hope you found that useful. I will be doing a video in a couple of weeks' time about sort of my meal prep, how I sort of prep my salads together. But in the meantime, if you haven't seen this video, check here, and if you haven't seen this one, check it out. Click here, and if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Click here. And if you make one change this week, change up your lunch so you don't die fat.